After the presentation of the Filecoin mainnet, there were fights by excavators and cases of a cost dump in the initial not many days. The undertaking's maker, Juan Bennett, excuses each analysis and demands that everything is continuing according to plan. The cost of the FIL money diminished not long after the mainnet's send-off and tried to recuperate simultaneously. What is going on with Filecoin? We should pause for a minute to survey the Filecoin drive and endeavor to foresee its future. What is Filecoin, FIL? The organization with a similar name plans to offer its clients a decentralized information stockpiling and the board framework is fueled by the cash known as Filecoin, FIL. The organizer, Jean Benet, created it to empower interplanetary record framework, IPFS, a notable venture including shared, peer-to-peer, information trade. In 2017, Filecoin had an eco, and in 2020, its mainnet turned out to be live. The objective of Filecoin is to forestall issues with customary record stockpiling arrangements, like MISTs. These unified frameworks can possibly turn into a weak link with sad outcomes, like the misfortune or debasement of information. Clients of Filecoin may shop for the best stockpiling hub, or capacity excavator, in view of notoriety and choose for themselves what compromises to make between capacity cost and information dependability and overt repetitiveness. Fully intent on offering the best deal and procuring FIL for their capacity, stockpiling diggers contend with each other for buyers. The equivalent is valid for recovery excavators, who contend to fulfill the client's solicitation for information in return for a FIL charge. Filecoin, FIL Central Investigation. The local cache of the Filecoin blockchain is called FIL, and it is utilized to settle exchanges on the Filecoin organization. The FIL token should be held and utilized for exchanges to utilize the Filecoin organization. Moreover, capacity suppliers and information retrievers are remunerated with the FIL token. Capacity suppliers should offer FIL as security as an assurance of administration, going about as a bond that might be renounced for the situation that the specialist organization fails to be a feasible choice. The token for Filecoin itself was presented in 2017 with a symbolic deal that brought roughly $205 million. A pre-deal for guides raised $52 million of this, and a public deal on the coin list stage raised $153 million of it. To fundraise, a straightforward understanding for future tokens, SAFT, was created as a legitimate agreement that involves distributing tokens to financial backers upon network enactment in return for a forthright interest in the task. The part offered to guides had an expense base of 75 cents per FIL, a further markdown of 0 to 30%, and vesting spans of 1 to 3 years. The expense reason for the excess $153 million in FIL went from $1 to $5 per FIL, with a hard limit of 200 million FIL sold. Filecoin, FIL, Specialized Examination. In spite of the fact that it is hard to play out the specialized examination of the Filecoin cryptographic money that is 100% right, TradingView's complex specialized examination device permits you to see the collected trade evaluations for FIL continuously for a picked time span. The most generally utilized specialized pointers, moving midpoints, oscillators, and turns, are the groundwork of the FIL/USD report. Filecoin, FIL, Current Cost. Filecoin is presently worth $5.44. FIL has moved -3.48% as of now with an exchanging volume of $132,302,053. Filecoin is presently positioned 34 among all digital currencies with a market capitalization of $1,611,901,667. Filecoin, FIL, Value Expectation 2022. Filecoin, from certain perspectives, is one of the most astonishing digital currencies to rise this year. FIL. The FIL cost conjecture for 2022 expects a huge expansion in the year's final part, conceivably coming to $8.16. Similarly as with other cryptographic forms of money, the ascent will be progressive, yet no impressive drops are normal. Averaging $7.62 in cost is very aggressive, yet it is doable soon given expected joint efforts and progressions. FIL is supposed to have a base worth of $6.53. Filecoin, FIL, Value Forecast 2023. In 2023, Filecoin FIL cost expectation has a lot of space for development. Because of the possible declarations of various new organizations and drives, we guess that the cost of FIL will before long outperform $13.60. Notwithstanding, we ought to hold back to check whether the FIL's general strength record emerges from the oversold zone prior to putting down any bullish wagers. Taking into account the market unpredictability, FIL will exchange with a base exchanging cost of $10.88 and a typical exchanging cost of $11.97. Filecoin, FIL, Value Forecast 2024. On the off chance that the vertical pattern go on until 2024, it could reach $19.05 and FIL might benefit. On the off chance that the market encounters a decay, the objective may not be met. FIL is supposed to exchange at a typical cost of $17.41 and a low of $16.32 in 2024. Filecoin, FIL, Value Expectation 2025. Assuming Filecoin effectively helps market opinion among digital currency devotees, the FIL coin cost could stay stable for the following 5 years. As per our projections, FIL will be green in 2025. The FIL is supposed to reach and outperform its untouched high in 2025. In 2025, the virtual money will be valued at $24.49, with a base cost of $21.77 and a typical cost of $22.85. Filecoin, FIL, Value Forecast 2026. After some broad gauging and specialized investigation, we gauge the FIL cost is supposed to cross a normal value level of $28.30 by 2026, with a base cost of $27.21 anticipated before the year's end. Moreover, FIL has a most extreme value worth of $29.93. Filecoin, FIL, Value Expectation 2027. Because representing things to come organizations that are supposed to occur by 2027, we are expecting that a bullish pattern will keep carrying the typical cost to around $33.74. On the off chance that FIL figures out how to break the safe level in 2027, we could see a greatest cost of $35.37. Neglecting to assemble the help FIL needs by 2027 could bring about a low of $32.65.